my name is Paul Defaire and welcome back to another video. I'm trying something different today. I'm actually dressed up a bit, or to be honest, these are my work clothes because I have, over the past 6 months, done a bit of an image switch, like how people perceive me and how I show up. I used to do just t-shirts, hoodies, cargo pants to work, mostly doing work as a security engineer. But that's beside the point. I got fed up with people just seeing me as the geek, the nerd, the technical person, and like I started, well, changing. So I went through a drastic wardrobe change with blazers, proper shirts, and yeah, suits and all of that. And it's actually done two things. And that kind of brings me to the point of today's video. That is the fact that whatever you perceive about yourself is usually what people around you are going to see as well. And it's a bit of a subconscious thing because whatever you project is what people perceive. So if you see yourself and dress and feel like the geek, the nerd, the antisocial guy, which I used to do, then of course that's how people are going to look at you. Because why wouldn't they? That's how you present yourself. So when I changed my image from like the geek to this and suits and everything, it accomplished two things. Which is, first of all, it made me feel a hell of a lot better about myself, which does wonders, by the way, let me tell you. And also, it made people look at me in a different way. And suddenly I'm getting questions about stuff that's not just technical and geeky. I get questions that are people related and organization related questions and everything like that, that I'm actually interested in because I'm trying to move up to a strategic level at work instead of just being in the nitty gritty trenches of cybersecurity. I want to move up because technology is, well, honestly, quite boring. I've been doing it for 20 years and I want to do something different. Anyway, what I noticed over the past 6 months is, like I said, people are talking to me in a different way. I'm getting invites to meetings that I never would have had before, like strategic meetings, which is fun because that's what I want to accomplish. But like I said, it's also changed me in how I look at myself, and that's the most important thing. Because it has done miracles for my self-confidence. I feel a hell of a lot more confident. I can go up and talk to a lot more people than I would have done like a year ago. Like, what I'm trying to say is, before you get preoccupied with how other people look at you, turn inward. How do you honestly look at yourself? How do you see yourself as a person? How do you show up? And like, how do you present yourself? Because at the end of the day, that's your choice. If you choose to show up in dirty clothes or old worn clothing, that does send a signal. And I'm not judging anyone. People can dress however they want. I mean, hell, I used to dress like that for the past 10 years. Especially while I was living full-time in a van. I mean, I spent most of my time outdoors. Why would I change into any fancy clothing? Because that would be pointless. So, not judging at all. It's just the way you present yourself is the way other people are going to look at you. So you do have a choice there. Instead of holding a grudge or being frustrated that people are not taking you seriously, try to imagine how you would treat someone that presents themselves just as you present yourself. And try to do it from like the bigger picture, like take a step back from yourself and really be honest. And I mean, sure, maybe you don't care at all about how people present themselves, at least consciously. But I can almost guarantee you that in some way, everyone has some kind of subconscious reaction to how someone is dressed or how they behave or the way they talk. So changing the way people look at you, it starts right here. And the way you act and behave and dress. And yes, it might seem a bit sad and shallow, but at the end of the day, we are kind of biologically wired to judge people and things and situations based on what we can perceive with our senses. And sight is a huge part of that, of course. So it's not being shallow, it's just, I don't know, hacking the way our humanity works, I guess. And yes, we could do a deep dive in psychology and explore why that is and everything and what's behind it, but you don't have to. Just understand the fact that you are in control over who you are and how you present yourself to the world. So take a step back and decide who you want to be in the world, and decide how other people are going to look at you. I know that all of this got very life coachy and, I don't know, abstract. But the older I get, the more I find myself thinking about psychology and like just life. So I thought I'd just share a few thoughts. So anyway, if you watched this video, you are fantastic, and I hope you're having an amazing day, because mine's been pretty good so far. And I will see you in the next video. So, my name is Paul. Take care.